Good evening, and thank you so much for being here. I am just overwhelmed looking at all these beautiful faces in the room, and I know so many of you have had some slight travel issues, planes, trains, and automobiles over the last couple of days, so your presence here means the absolute world to us, because I know many of you have come far and wide to spend this really special night with us. Can you believe we're in the Ziegfeld? I'm kind of pinching myself. Are you pinching yourself? Because we're in the Ziegfeld. And I just think this is so cool. And yes, I do have like somewhat of a cat suit on. I don't look like a Folly, although I did all my research and I had no idea that the Ziegfeld was the vision of one great man on Broadway that dated all the way back to 1927. And now we are a part of the history of the Ziegfeld. What an amazing, amazing night. So this is magic, and speaking of magic, as you all know from the drumbeat of my emails and my social media posts, that this year we wanted to honor our everyday superheroes, those who make our work possible, the work that we do that supports 38 million kids in schools across the nation. And in those emails and social media posts, I think some of you may have recognized a quote that I shared with you. And I want to read that quote to you right now because I think it best exemplifies every one of you in this room. We all have the capacity to be a superhero. In order to become one, you just have to find your unique power or ability and exploit it for the greater good. The cape and mask are optional, but a kind heart is essential. With you in this room, you are our caped crusaders, and we would not be here without you this evening. A huge heartfelt thank you from all of us at Gen Youth, from the incredible students that you're going to see tonight, like Jimena and Kyrie. You are changing lives. So while I start the night, I want to do a couple of very, very special thank yous. Steve and my United Healthcare team in front of me, thank you. It is such an honor and a privilege to partner with United Healthcare. The minute you guys started partnering with us, I was literally pinching myself. Thank you. Krista Harden and our team at Corteva, our new partners at Corteva, and our newest board member. It is an honor and a privilege to start this journey with you. My friends at Inmar, David, and your entire team, you felt like family from day one, and it is such a privilege to have an opportunity to work with you and the Inmar family. Russell and my Domino's family, they have actually been one of our founding members since the inception of Gen Youth. Thank you for being there with us since day one. SAP, DJ, where are you guys? You're right there, right? I want to extend my heartfelt love affair because without them, there you are, without SAP, Adventure Capital wouldn't be here today. You gave us our sea legs, and for that, we are eternally grateful. Thank you so much. And Joe and my friends at TD Ameritrade, thank you so much, Joe. You've been one of my oldest and dearest friends, and here you are, still hanging in there with me. I should be saying BAM, right? BAM. Land O'Lakes. Chris and Ann, you've been with me for quite some time. I'm still here. You're going to meet one of the most brilliant farmers in this country, a woman named Marilyn Hershey, in a moment, who is a part of the incredible cooperative of Land O'Lakes. I am honored and so thankful for their partnership. And my friends Mike and Sue McCluskey, who are making their way over here on a plane, and I know they're going to land very soon. Now, speaking of the Bold North, I can't forget so many of the folks in this room have come from the Bold North, and for those of us who know, the Bold North means Minnesota, Shelley. And to my friends at Ecolab, thank you guys so much for supporting us this evening, and it means so much to us that you've come all this way to be with us. We have a couple who are absent, Mike from Schreiber, who is a dear friend. He's in my heart, so if he hears this, hopefully he'll know I'm thinking about him. And our friends at Leprino, who have come all the way from Denver to be here with us this evening. Hi. Thank you guys so much. And I just want to say we have a new partner like our friends at Corteva, our friends at RBC Capital. I am so excited about what the future is going to bring for us. Now, I've said a lot of thank yous, and I could go on and on and on. I want to just mention that at your tables, you see these unbelievable helmets, boxing gloves, footballs. They are signed by some of the greats who you're going to hear from this evening. And those are for you to take home. Yes. So, thanks to my friends at Fanatics, I hope you will take them home with you. Yes, I know it's going to be a war. Every year there's a little bit of a tussle. I just want to make that clear now so it can be rock, paper, scissors, and we can get that over with. So, I can see you're already going to be fighting. Okay, so look at this. Oh my God, it's already happening. Okay, I shouldn't have told you so quickly. If you're short a couple things, I can beg Aaron or Nate or Victor or Clarissa. I work on them. I do want to extend another big heartfelt thank you, and that is to our founding partners, America's Dairy Farmers, the National Football League, and the NFL players. Yes. I say to our farmers, they had a dream, and we have been blessed to be a part of that dream. You gave us life, you believed in us, and can you believe that we're standing here today on the cusp of the 10-year anniversary of Fuel Up to Play 60? Amazing. And an extra special thank you to PepsiCo. The generosity of your vision, your resources, your team, your time, your talent has changed our organization. It is such an honor for us to give you this award tonight, and we want you to know it is one of the biggest honors that we hope we can give you as thanks for all that your team does for us across the United States. We feel blessed. Thank you to the PepsiCo family. So I just want to let you guys know that we have 4 superheroes here this evening. We're going to grace this stage later. Aaron, right here. I think you guys know who he is. I'm not going to do any intros. Aaron, Clarissa, Nate, and Victor. And I think you guys, thought like, oh my God, she's kind of, a little crazy. Like, why did she want 4 people up here for a keynote? And well, little did you guys know that I had this planned all along. You just didn't realize that tonight was about superheroes, and you guys are the Fantastic Four. Think about that. And actually, the truth of the matter is, Clarissa, you are anything but the Invisible Woman. You are the She-Hulk, and oh my goodness, you are a member of the Fantastic Four and the Avengers. Take that. So before I introduce you to Marilyn, I just want to remind you why we are here tonight. The most important thing I can share with you is that in America's schools today, physical education is getting cut daily. We have a crisis in physical inactivity. The majority of our kids do not get enough healthy, nutrient-dense food. And importantly, the illness rates for diseases like type 3 diabetes, they're skyrocketing. And against that backdrop, here are some of the statistics that we think about every day as we work with students across the country. Only 20% of our schools have daily recess. 1 in 6 children are food insecure. They don't know where they're going to get their next meal. Without the school meal, they go hungry. And more than 10 million children who are eligible for school breakfast don't access these programs for reasons like transportation, among others, which is why we've partnered with Pepsi to make sure the kids start their day with a healthy breakfast. There is no more urgent imperative. We must ensure that this generation is set up to succeed in the classroom and that this crisis in physical inactivity does not prevent them from living as long as we will. Tonight, we're here to honor our everyday superheroes, the men and women from all walks of life who improve the lives of American kids by their commitment, their resources, their time, and their belief in the health and wellness of this next generation. They are, in a very real way, our true honorees tonight. And looking at you around this room, every one of you is a hero. You may not be wearing your capes, but as you'll notice, I made sure everybody has a mask, which means at some point tonight you need to put on your mask. So without further ado, it is now my great pleasure to introduce to you a dear friend and a representative of those who founded us, America's Dairy Farmers, Marilyn Hershey, a dairy farmer herself and the chair of Dairy Management, Inc.
Thank you, Alexis. That was beautiful. Very warm welcome. She has such a beautiful energy, doesn't she? Thank you so much, Alexis. Thank you all so much for coming. This is such an exciting event. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm Marilyn Hershey, a dairy farmer working with my husband, Dwayne, who's also here, on our 650-acre dairy farm in Cochranville, Pennsylvania. If you have no idea where that is in Chester County, Pennsylvania, the southeast corner, an hour west of Philly. We've been farming on that ground for nearly 34 years now, and Dwayne's parents prior to that. I am a proud member of the Land Lakes Cooperative, one of the largest farmer cooperatives in the world. I can't thank you enough for your support of GENYOUth. As chair of Dairy Management Incorporated, one of the founding partners of GENYOUth, I'm overwhelmed to see so many glorious people here this evening. Thank you for coming. My passion for youth wellness, for the good nutrition of our nation's children and their success, and of course the commitment to the dairy industry are all things that are extremely important to me. And I'm thrilled to be able to share some of my thoughts with you about our passion for the GENYOUth, for the work that GENYOUth is doing. Years ago, two unlikely partners came together, America's dairy farmers and professional football players, to develop and launch a program that would combine the excitement of the NFL and the nutrition expertise of the National Dairy Council, to lead a movement that would create a culture of wellness in schools and inspire students to eat better and to move more before, during, and after the school day. Little did we know that Fuel Up to Play 60 would grow to be as widespread and as impactful as it is today on the cusp of its 10th birthday. And I think we all saw firsthand the great leadership and speaking abilities that these young ambassadors have. They blow me away. Beautiful. We have our school administrators and educators nationwide who served on the Fuel Up to Play 60 program, the advisors, the students themselves who champion and lead the program. We have them to thank for the success of Fuel Up to Play 60. Fuel Up to Play 60 is now in 73,000 schools that enroll 38 million students. And because of Fuel Up to Play 60, 14.6 million students are eating healthier and 18.2 million are moving more, and that's phenomenal. Every single day in schools across America, Fuel Up to Play 60 continues to improve nutrition and physical activity in the school building. And in an era of growing interest in food production, the program is evolving to help students understand exactly where their food comes from and the on-farm practices used to support environmental and nutritional sustainability, product safety, health, and of course, the growing farm-to-table environment. Not long ago, Dwayne and I had a school group out to the farm, and I couldn't help but marvel at how enlightened the kids it is when farmers share their stories with the children and today's consumers. Kids suddenly understand nutrition better, the relationship of good health to the earth around us, and the value and goodness of pure foods from nature, and how it impacts their success in school and in life. And they get to take that with them as they grow older. I'd like to salute my colleagues, America's dairy farmers, and we have a bunch of dairy farmers with us this evening. Why don't you guys stand up? I'm going to have you stand up. I'd like to salute my colleagues, America's dairy farmers in the room tonight and across the country, the men and women I get to work with every day. It's a privilege. Dairy farmers have supported nutritional education, research, and partnerships for the past 100 years. Their support of Fuel Up to Play 60 follows the century-long tradition of nourishing strong, healthy communities. And I encourage you, my colleagues in the business, in corporate, and in sports worlds, to think about how vital your support is to furthering youth health, youth wellness in schools and community environments, and just what you might be able to contribute to advance the development of healthy, higher achieving students across our nation. They are our future leaders. And as you've noticed by the graphics tonight, GenYouth is saluting everyday superheroes, those men and women from all walks of life who improve the lives of American kids by their commitment, by their contribution of resources, and their simple caring about the health and welfare of the next generation. They, in a very real way, are the true honorees of tonight. Again, I'm so grateful for you being with us tonight. I'm thrilled to have been asked to welcome you this evening. Thank you very much.